typically about 6 months before major restructuring, we should talk about the condition of the business in realistic but optimistic terms. And 3 months before restructuring, we should communicate again, an update on the business. The communication should come from the senior managers, and there should be some additional communication formatted for the people managers, the frontline managers, so they can communicate with their teams as well. The first is to identify the key messages. So what's the state of the business? What's changing? What does the prospect for the future look like? What's the economy? What's our industry look like? So this kind of first level messaging. And then we should have messaging for 6 months, 3 months, 1 month. Okay? Then we identify which target audiences the communication will be going to. So now we need to decide by groups and by divisions. We need to create an audience grid, if you will, audience map. Then the timing for those messages. Some messages will be individual and confidential, and some will be for the whole organization. So we take the messages, the timing of the company messages, the target groups, and the who owns that, who will own the communication for each group, and we put that in literally into Excel spreadsheet, and we create a 6-month tactical communication plan, and then we normally assign an internal person, half-time or full-time communication manager, communication coordinator, to manage all of these communications so they go off on time, and there are no leaks to the media, and there are no confidentiality breaches. We make sure that the internal attorneys, the employment attorney will look over, or the corporate attorney will look over the communication, make sure that it's all up to snuff legally. And the transition team, normally in a restructuring we put together a cross-functional team called transition team. The plan is really quite practical. It's just an Excel spreadsheet, but the point is we have to bring it to life. So normally we need a coordinator to make sure that each of the audiences is receiving the messages in the right format, and that the people responsible, whether it's a manager, executive, or HR, is delivering the message, of course, and that's being received. And then so that takes about 6 months total for the whole communication plan. In the last month, if we're going to do a large round of downsizing, then we have to be very careful during the last month that the confidential communication, the individual notification letters are all done and are all project managed very carefully.